Hi there, Virgo. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net, and I'm here to do a monthly reading for the month of August 2017. So thanks for joining me. This month I decided to use three different decks, and I pulled some cards for sort of a general reading, career, and then love. So let's just jump right in, shall we? So at the bottom of the deck for the general reading is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, especially being at the bottom of the deck, asks you to consider this month what you may be in denial about. Are you in denial about that you hate your job and you need a new job? I guess we'll see in the work cards. Are you in denial about a relationship? Are you in denial about your health? About a friendship you're in, about something you're involved with that just isn't working. So what do you need to cut ties with? What circumstances, habits, people you may be staying tied to? I mean, like, this tree is dead. There's a lightning storm coming. It's like, why are you still tied to something that is no longer serving you? All right, let's turn over these cards. Whoa. Oh, I absolutely love my new deck here, the Ostara Tarot. Ostara. Now that I've said it, it doesn't sound right. Okay. Oh, this card keeps coming up. All right. So I think we're in eclipse season, right? I'm not an astrologer, but you definitely need to figure out what things you need to cut out of your life. And that can seem negative, but think about decluttering your house, like decluttering your life. I think that's sort of a trendy thing, but it really is speaking to me. And it can just be like your inner world. What are you hanging on to? Resentments, negativity, regret, bad patterns of thought, things from childhood. I do this. I'll think of something that happened 20 more years ago, and I'll get like, oh, like this like, oh, I can't believe I did that. It's like, wow, Jen, that was 30 years ago. Let it go. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, what are you benefiting from? Why are you still like hanging on to that? So it might be a good month. We have the moon around the full moon or the new moon for timing, for you to write down. I love doing things like this. My mom actually gave me some wish paper, it's called. Doesn't matter. Find something, write down all the things that you hang on to that you don't need anymore. Weight, a bad relationship. Be specific. What are the specific regrets? What are the things that you churn around in your mind that just drain your energy and aren't helping? And write them all down and do a little ceremony where you literally read them out loud, say, I release this, and burn it, and just let it go to the universe. Like, do something to symbolically release yourself from those negative patterns of thought. And it may help with what you're in denial about, actually writing things down and seeing them written in paper and really looking at them. Like, maybe even write them, just do a free, just let it go. Just write it all out. Don't think about it too much. Just write anything and everything that comes into your brain, and then let it sit for a little while, and then go back and really think about it. Like, does this matter? And does this really matter? Does this matter in a day, a week, a month, a year? Like, why is this continuing to come up? So you have the Three of Swords and the Devil. So, and the Eight of Swords. So there is some funky energy going on for you guys where you're kind of, I feel like you guys can get the analysis paralysis. You guys are so awesome with details, but to the point where it's like, it's sort of people who are obsessive compulsive can have trouble actually finishing things because they want it to be so perfect, and their perfection is unattainable, that it's just never going to be right. And it's like, so they have trouble finishing or even starting things because they just can't accept, well, if I do it, it's not going to be perfect, so I'm just not going to do it at all. And you guys you're great at those details, but give yourself a break is what I want to say. Allow yourself to be a human, and it doesn't mean you have low standards, but sometimes things, perfection is not attainable. So if you're always moving the goalpost, you're sort of, you're setting yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success, okay? Now, I love the Three of Swords is out, and you actually have it down here in the relationship. So you may be hanging on to things that happened in relationships and carrying those like past hurts or past things that happened. For some of you, you were in a codependent relationship in some area of your life, and I think it really, like, there's some trauma from that, quite frankly. So if that resonates with you, I mean, that's what, go see your doctor, talk to a mental health professional, like, that's real, and honor that, and don't go, oh, well, I was stupid to allow it to happen. Like, it's, it happened, and learn from it, and get some help if that is something that keeps you up in the middle of the night. That's real. And you may need, or maybe you're in denial that you're in some sort of codependent relationship somewhere in your life. So go to someone that can help you figure it out, because that's real. But other times it's just like our ego, our inner demons surfacing, and sometimes it can serve as an excuse not to move forward in our lives. Oh, I can't do that, and then you bring out the other list that we don't even need to write down because we have it in our head all the time, all the negative reasons. The ego is like, well, you can't do that, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, everyone's already done that, you don't have the money, you don't have the time, no one's gonna want. I mean, you just go on and on. We could go we could spend the rest of our lives listing reasons without any difficulty of why we shouldn't and can't do things. So it's time to change that tape. But you have to be aware that you're doing that. That's the Eight of Swords, that denial, to be able to change it, and that you're keeping yourself stuck. That's the devil. For some of you, you may have some negative issues or way of dealing with things, drinking or being unhealthy, or but a lot of times the devil, the demons, or inner demons, or thoughts, or negativity, or fears. That's what I see it come up for most people. But I love the Three of Swords in this deck, because the sword is through the cup, which is the heart, the emotions. So there was something that, it's almost like that, our fight or flight, like how as animals, or when we were less evolved, if we are evolved now, something would happen and we learn to fear it. And so anytime we sense something, it's like, this is danger, this is danger, this is danger. But what happens is, if we do that, every relationship we have isn't danger. So we have to be careful we're not carrying that thing forward. But in this deck, he's focusing on the healing, this beautiful energy coming down. Like, okay, that sword, that happened, but I'm going to look up and look forward, and know that I can move forward with joy and beauty, and moving forward. So it's time to leave some stuff. Or maybe you need to write everything down and dig a hole in the backyard and bury it. Like, bury that shit, get rid of it. It's time to move on. In the career sector, it's time to make a decision. This card keeps coming up over and over again. Time to make a decision. Not making a decision is making a decision. So stagnation, again, analysis paralysis. It's time to move on, time to get going, time to move forward in your career. So asking for a raise, looking for different opportunities, looking for a different job altogether, but it's time to do something. So you have the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've done the work. Look at those cute raccoons. My mom hates raccoons because they take down her bird feeders. But so you've planted all the seeds. You have the experience. You've put in the hard work, and you feel like nothing's happening. The lesson of the Hanged Man is to use the time wisely. When you feel like nothing's happening, it's like sometimes things are a process and you just have to allow the process to work. So use that time to use it constructively and wisely. Don't spend time going, oh, this sucks, nothing's happening, spending all this energy in a way that's absolutely, it's futile. It's not going to do any good, and expend your energy in a positive way. Maybe you can take some classes, do some certification, think about other opportunities. See if there isn't an opportunity in this downtime that you might miss if you are expending your energy in a negative way. But you have the Queen of Wands, and she's just like, when she sets her mind on a goal, she wants her work to mean something. She wants it to be something she's passionate about. She wants it to be something she's excited to go to work in the morning, and it means something. And she's going to keep working till she gets it. So I think you have to make up your mind this month. Like, do I want to put any more time in here? Because there's a balance. The Seven of Pentacles is there. It's a process, but it's also, people often use the example of farmer. You plant the seed and it's going to take, I don't know how long it takes for corn to grow, 3 months. I mean, it takes 3 months. Yes, you can set it up for success and keep it watered and keep pests away and everything. But if it's 3 months or 4 months and that corn stalk hasn't grown, maybe that seed you planted just wasn't meant to grow. So you have to assess, have I given this enough time? Have I let the process work? If not, okay, well, chill then and keep working with the process. Keep yourself busy and productive and things constructive in the meantime. But if it's been 4 months and it should have taken 2 months, well, it might be some time to make a decision about what to do next. So down here in the love life, we've already touched upon this Three of Swords, about maybe being careful not to bring past heartache into a new relationship. But for some of you, it's definitely a relationship ending, and it was a codependent relationship you were in denial about, and it's a good thing it ended. It wasn't healthy, and it's ending not because it's you are taking charge. Like, you are leaving the month in denial. No more. The Chariot card's about not reacting to life. So, I'm getting this job because I hate that job, and I'm dating this person because I didn't want to be alone and I wanted to find a new person before I left the old relationship. And it's just like, I don't want to be lonely, so I'm just going to date anyone. It's like, no, I'm going to figure out myself and why I was in a codependent situation, whether it was in a relationship or not, why I was in denial about something, what am I not seeing about my role in things, and I'm going to make a plan for, okay, I'm only going to welcome in relationships that for the right reason, and I'm going to take action and not just react to things. And some of you are like, I'm good being single. I am rich and my life is full and rich and happy and prosperous and successful, even if I'm not in a relationship. And it's hard for people to wrap their heads around that. And you can have a fulfilling, enjoyable life by yourself. So whether it's always or temporary, like you don't know, but it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be ashamed. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be, it means that you're failing if you're not in a relationship. I think some of us hang on to relationships for that reason, just because we feel like and society. I've been single for a long time, and boy, people are like, oh my God, how can you? I get all sorts of negativity about it, and I'm like, I am not lonely. Like I have a young child. I don't feel the need to bring someone else into this situation. I'm not saying if I met someone I wouldn't, but it's not something. I'm just not going to have someone around because people make me feel like there's something wrong with me because I'm happily single. So I also have the Eights of Wands that was under the deck. I forgot to read first. So this is getting your mojo back. This is passion, meeting someone new. So it's like you want to be with someone that you're passionate about, that you're excited about, that it's a positive thing. I mean, look at this card. It's you go from the coloring of the Anna Kay tarot is a great indication of the mood of the card. So you have this sort of sad, dreary card, and then making this decision, the Chariot. It's like I'm heading toward the sun, towards positivity. There's that saying, like the best way to show, I don't remember it, but basically, um, the best way to show someone that used to be in a relationship how you're doing, it's like to thrive, like to be happy and to thrive and not be wallowing in and being stuck. It's like to move on and thrive. And look at her, the sun's here. She's like, I've got my spot in the sun. I'm good. I am thriving. And this other sunny card. So good things are coming. That's the message I'm getting. Really good things are coming. You have all these bright cards. You're going to have to make some decisions though, and break away from situations that are not healthy and that are not serving you, and make some decisions like, have I given this enough time? What's an appropriate amount of time? Have I done it or not? And and then go from there and start making some changes. But and the Queen, I mean, you had the Queen of Wands up here. It's like you're ready to get your mojo back, to be excited. You don't want to be in situations around people um, that zap your energy or dampen or put your fire out. You know, you want to be excited about life. We only get to live here once, so surround yourself with people that motivate you and inspire you and um, lift you up, make you happy, and bring all this yellow happy sunshine into your life. Well, thanks for watching, Virgo, and I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.